Well, good evening. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics, coming to you live from the office slash fish room. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm having a pretty good day myself, and I'm hoping and praying that those that have been sick are doing better, and those that are going through cancer treatments and recovering from heart attacks and this old stinking flu. And now our friends in the Northeast are going through that northeasterner storm, and we've had 2 days of freezing temperatures here after being in the 50s, 60s, and 70s up into the 80s. And oh, I'm going to go over the chat. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Mr. B's Fish and Things. Hello, Freshwater Fish Freak. Snowy Connecticut. Yes, Michael, I saw your video um, with the snow coming down. You said you already had a foot of snow and you're expecting it's still snowing. Always getting those two mixed up. Sunny Acapulco. Hi, Angelo. How you doing today? Mr. B says it's snowing here too. Vanessa Clearwood. Hello, Vanessa. Hi. Heartbeat. That's so cute. Yep, it's snowing here in Michigan. Come on, spring. Yeah, just keep your fingers crossed. Be hopeful, and I pray that this crazy storm passes quickly. The sunshine comes out, melts all that snow, but we want it to melt gradually. We don't want it to melt all at one time because then you get crazy snow flooding. Yep, Michael says it's still snowing in Connecticut. Guess what, Michael? I found out something. My son that lives in California that works for this company that sells home security systems, he's in Atlanta. He's been in Atlanta the past week and he'll be there for 2 weeks. But his company has an office in Connecticut. And one of the guys from Connecticut is down in Atlanta and working with him trying to build an office down there as well as maybe establish a relationship with the East Coast and the southeast coast with the West Coast. I don't know the name of the company right now, but I can find out. And my son might be coming to Connecticut, so we're not sure yet. So I'm excited because I have Fish Fam in Connecticut. But today I didn't put any topic down because it's just fish room chat. As you can see behind me, I may have to change the light on the 29 because a lot of you do not know the changes that I have done since I added the baby angelfish. So, it took the glare off, didn't it? I just topped off the water because the water was really loud. But I've added my colony of blue-green Moscow guppies in there. Oh my goodness. Camera is not focusing. Oh, it did. It did pretty good. Let me see. Let me see if I can change something. I'm going to make y'all sick. You see my guppies? That's my angel. It's not focusing. But that's my angelfish down at the bottom. Sorry about that. So, Vanessa says, a question when you get the chance. I've been seeing a lot of older blogs where people talk about putting pothos plants in tanks. Do you recommend? Yes, I do. I haven't lately because I've actually put a lot of my pothos in my goldfish ponds out on the porch, and they didn't make it through the winter. So I'm going to have to put some clippings in a jar in the windows and root some. Actually, I can do some clippings and put them in the aquarium. Hi, Island Queen. Yes, Vanessa. I would definitely recommend. Uh, and what we normally do is we put one plant in the one end of the plant where so the roots can grow at the surface of the water, and we drape it over the tank. And when I first started with plants in my aquarium, um, I tried all kinds of house plants, and I read up on them, and I found out that eventually the house plants will grow a little bit, but most of them melt. The pothos, I actually planted it in the substrate at one time, and and it grew halfway up the height of the tank. So yeah, but don't put spider plants in there. And don't. I did put some of those water lilies, not water lilies. The lily that you put in the vase. They used to, this. There was a whole. I can't think tonight. You know, the vase that they put the Siamese fighting fish in, and then the lily that they put in the top. They let the roots grow in the water, but they left the stem and the stalk and everything above water. Someone told me that pothos causes brain damage if used in a turtle filter, although I'm not sure how different my turtle would really act with brain damage versus no brain damage. I'm sorry, Michael. That's kind of strange, yeah. I've never heard that. But we do. Hi, Chaz, Island Queen. Good to have you with us, Chaz. You know you got to get the wrench back. Oh, I know you've been so busy. We miss you a lot. Island Queen said she shared the stream to the Fish Fam group. Thank you so much, Darcy. I appreciate it a lot. Is Simply Betta is in the house? Oh my goodness, I feel so honored. Hi, Susan. I've gotten some guppies lately. I saw that. How are you doing? Taylor is in the house. Hey, Simply Betta. Um, Chris Fish Room. Hi, everyone. Hi, Chris. Vanessa says, I know what plant you're thinking of, and I can't think of the name. I think it's kind of like an Easter lily, but it's not an Easter lily. Mine gets a white flower on it. They died too during the winter because the frost got to them. I had them covered with a tarp. But the wind blew the tarp off one night when it was like in the teens, and the roots look good because I've got green growth coming up through the pot. But this last spell of freezing temperatures, I think, have pretty much killed my pothos that I had in uh, the goldfish ponds. But also the evaporation last week was crazy. I added 5 gallons in each pond a week ago, and now I'm going to have to add more than 5 gallons per pond, looks like. But tomorrow morning, I think the freeze warning is over. Chaz says, wrench power, yeah. Sherry Swinney says, hi, everyone. Kyle's Wild World. Hello, Kyle. How you doing? Oh, I have to admit, Kyle, that I've not been a very good plant person. All of those beautiful plants have pretty much melted. I have some pieces here and there living. I've got my vows living. You can't see it, but that little sword that's down there is still living. There was, and it's not a sword. I've got two plants down here that's living. I've got one in the 55 that's living. Um, Over here, that little stalk plant that looks like a miniature pine tree, coconut tree. You know, it was doing really good, and then all of a sudden it started melting back, and I see new growth. So that and the little sprig plants that grew on chains. I've got pieces of them left. As long as I let them float, they're fine. So I haven't gotten any root tabs. I probably need some root tabs. I've been adding some liquid ferts in the water column, but these must be heavy root feeders. So I'm sorry, Kyle. I haven't been a very good plant mother. Aquatic Express. Hello, Donald. How you doing? The guppies are doing great. Thank you so much. Donald got about 7 guppies from me last week. Kyle's Wild World moving to London. Who's moving to London? Chaz says, I'm moving to London, so I'm selling everything and restarting the fish. Wow, Chaz. Congratulations. I know it hurts to say bye-bye to your babies. Simply Betta said, good. Haha, thanks. Loving my guppies. I have some whites, some full golds, and a crown tail pair now. Going to get some koi guppies soon. I'm trying a few varieties so I can find my favorites. All right, Taylor. Or do I have you mixed up with Kasha? Please tell me. Creative 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 something something is Kasha. Simply Betta is Taylor, I think. Chris1BXL, hello Chris, all the way from Belgium. Don't forget to smack that button. Smack that like button, everybody. Thank you, and share, and spread the word. Let everybody know they can come on in tonight. How many's watching? Huh? Let me see. Oh, I can't see the analytics. Let me see. I don't know how to turn it on. Oh, okay. Let me see. It just says total view time 3 hours, peak concurrent 18. It doesn't tell me. I probably need to go to uh, the live shot. This is my oh, you know how they do it. It's view on the watch page. That's what it is. Okay, on the watch page, 17 watching now, 9 likes, 10. I just hit it. All right, now let me get my chat back. Gina's in the house. Auntie Gina. Let's see. Kyle says, do I dose fertilizers? I use the liquid ferts, Kyle, but I need probably some root tabs. No worries. If you ever need help, feel free to contact me on Facebook. Yes, Kyle, thank you. I am so busy, and I will try to do better to contact you. Simply Better says, I killed a whole tank of beautiful plants lately by letting floaters smother the tank. Yeah, you got to keep that water surface clear. You got to keep that light available, because when my lights start getting darker, you know, I have to scoop out some duckweed or scoop out some floaters and put a weight on them and sink them. Come on, guys, 16 viewers, only 8 likes. Okay, I got 10 now, Chris. Nope, you're right. I'm Taylor. Thank you, Simply Better Taylor. Thank you, sweetheart. Good luck with your guppies. I can't wait to see the upcoming videos on how they're doing, how they're reproducing for you. I am just not happy with my video quality. I have a 1080 camera, and my video camera looks like 480. So, anyway, it could be me sharing resources, but I'm not sure. Um, we will never forget now, Taylor. Yay, Sherry. Yeah. Island Queen said to Chris, I have not seen you around in a while, so it's great to see you here. Yes, it's good to see Chris. Good to see Gina. Um, um, Bears Aquatics. Hey, how you doing? One of my new subscribers, you guys. Mr. Bees is a new subscriber. Good way to get rid of duckweed. Wet the top of it. Oh, okay. So like spray a misting bottle on top. I've got my 3 koi cats in quarantine right now, that were in my 55-gallon because they started with that white fungus. A couple of them have a white fungus on their bodies, and I lost one that was a female a month ago, and undoubtedly it's still in that tank, so I need to actually treat the 55-gallon with something, or do some, I really need to do some good gravel vax. I know I'm going to mess up the beneficial bacteria. DH Aquatics is in the house. Hello, Dusty. Oh, but anyway, I need to do a good water change in the 55, and I got to scrub some algae down off the wall. I've lost 2 mystery snails lately, I believe due to age, because they were humongous. They were about the size of golf balls, if not larger. And she says she'll be, Gina says she'll be in and out eating dinner. Alt Night is in the house. Hello, good to have you with us tonight. I'm checking out your channel, Alt. But good to have you in the house tonight. Thank you for coming by the live stream. Vanessa said I had to Google it because it was driving bonkers. I think it's a calla lily. It's in the calla lily family, but that's not the one I was talking about. Gotta make me check. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna put a glare on the tank again. Um, Good way to get rid of duckweed or get some goldfish. That's right, Dusty. Simply Betta said, what? That works? Down the Wormhole D is in the house. Hello, Down the Wormhole D. Hi, you, Susan, and everyone. Ridiculous Fish Adventures, a.k.a. Dr. Redpill, is here. You keep changing your name. All right, Dr. Redpill. Much love to you. I really hope that Mom is doing much better, and please don't tell me that she's not here. Send me an email. A Bears Aquatics. This is Eric Hebert. Okay, Eric, you took another name as well, or just switched channels? I just made this channel so that I could keep my content separate. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Simply Betta is asking Mr. Bees. I know wet leaves can kill off frog bit, but I didn't know it could kill off duckweed too. Freshwater Fish Freak says excuse me, I'm thinking about changing my name. Change your name to Michaels. No, we got too many Michaels. could name it after your children and do some kind of mixture of their names together. It does, but you have to keep at it. Go get yourself a cheap sprayer and just use the water from the tank it's in. Okay. Alt Knight said that sounds like a guppy disease. Those corridors they weren't with any guppies. It's some kind of white fungus disease. It's from a parasite. But I got them from a secondhand fish store, so they probably have been around all kinds of stuff. I'm treating them with Corey's formula, the General Cure, erythromycin, and the ICX. And I think Saturday is when I set it up. So on Saturday I'll do a 50% water change, and I'll do some more. I'll do a second treatment. Think about giving him a light salt bath too. Trying to catch up with chat. I got Indian pea puffers this weekend, and they are the cutest overload. Well, congratulations, Michael. I'll be checking out that video. What do you have in mind? Freshwater. And Chris says blue light is sweet. Yeah, it's the ultra actinic light, but and then the glare on the 10,000 K light, it might balance out. But I've got my 5 baby angelfish in there. I've got 1 baby corridor growing out. I have 1 large mystery snail in there, and I have a colony of my blue-green Moscows that I got from King Lee before he branched out into the Twin City guppies. So, and since then as well, he sent me a couple more since then. He's an old timer from Australia. We have talked plenty of times, just changed my name. Yes, Alt Knight. You used to be Dr. Red Pill. Yes, sweetheart. Let's see. Alt Knight. D. Hello, D from Chris. And Alt Knight says, yes, my mom is going good. Doesn't need chemotherapy, only radiotherapy. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Alt Knight. Brackish water fish free. That's the name he's been thinking about. Let's see who's lurking. CJ's lurking. She's cooking. All right, CJ. Henry's still doing good, by the way. He swims with everybody. And every once in a while, like every other day, I drop some snails in there, and there's a lot of empty dead snail shells in there. So I know he's eating them. A Bears Aquatics, Eric says, the Endler I thought had ick survived, but another one didn't, and there were no signs, so no clue what happened, but I'm still unsure if it was really ick or something else. Yeah, the white specks is usually ick, but a lot of times guppies can carry, and other fish can carry internal diseases that we don't know, and sometimes just weak immune systems from where they came from, being introduced to new water source, new pH, new minerals in the water that we can't see, and a lot of us don't even have the correct testing equipment to find out really what's in our waters. Heather says, hello, Angelo. Hello, Heather from Verona Aquatics. Good to have you in the house tonight. HC Aqua, hello. How you doing? Who said new sub here? Angelo's Fish Tanks. Oh, new sub here, A-Bear. A-Bear is Eric. Um, I know your last name. Hebert. Eric Hebert. Excuse me. Alt Knight says, Susan, I purchased a $600 fish. He's my baby, a lovely, high-quality flower horn. $600! Oh my God! I didn't know they cost that much. But congratulations, and I know that you're going to have lots of fun with him. What did you name him? Jesse, Jesse, Jesse. Jesse and Heather. Aquatic Express says, Susan, I'm getting a new 30-gallon tank Thursday. Can't wait to cycle it and get it cleaned up. Awesome, Donald. I'm so excited for you. That is awesome. You're probably going to need it with these babies when they are born, because that strain of guppy, the Half Moon Mosaic, has been very prolific for me. And I want to tell you, the females can get 3 inches long. They are the largest guppy I've had in my aquariums. I got them from the Fish Nerd. I don't know if you know Carlos Frazier. He's from Ohio, and he was selling them back last July. And he may still have some, and he may not. I can't remember if he still has any or not. But I have plenty of them. When the weather warms back up again, I'm going to be taking some of them to my local fish store. But congratulations, Donald. I'm happy for you. Everybody's still saying hello to each other. Are there any more questions? Let me see. Mr. B says, just shortened to Fish Freak. That would be absolutely awesome contrast at Simply Betta. You get a nice flower horn and all those bettas. I'd watch that. And yeah, I missed that. Holy bananas, that flower horn must be amazing. Yep, Taylor. Whew. This was a bigger spot of white fuzz. It came off, and she's swimming fine now, so guess all is good. Yeah, just make sure you keep the water changes, good gravel vacs to get that out of there. A lot of times, if the white fuzz detaches, it's not dead. It's just lost its grip on the host body. So keep your water clear. And if it's on the guppy, Eric, you can add a little aquarium salt to their tank and raise the temperature for a week. And that will help also kill any parasite that is in there. Alt Knight said to Simply Betta and Susan, I found out the most expensive flower horn ever sold was $600,000. I think I've seen that before, but that's a serious fish keeper. We'll leave it at that. Not in my pocketbook. Oh, Chaz is saying hello again. All right, Alt says, can't think of a name. Happy for suggestions. Okay. You were Dr. Vidpeel. You're Alt Knight. Sir Anthony. Sir Anthony. Mr. Flowerhorn. As much as this is a new addiction, I don't think I've ever spent that on such a single fish. Amen. Okay. Gina says she has a question. Go ahead, Gina. Ask your question, sweetheart. Michael Aquarium's in the house. Hello, Michael. A-Bear Aquatics. Yeah, I did both of those. Temperature is at 84 and added a tablespoon of salt. How many gallons is your tank, Eric? Because A tablespoon of salt is for, let's see, you add a 1 rounded tablespoon for every 5 gallons. So if it was in a 5-gallon aquarium, yeah, that was enough. Or a half rounded teaspoon for every gallon. So if you have like a 7-gallon aquarium, you just measure out a half rounded teaspoon per gallon, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I can't do the math. 2 into 7 would be 3 times. 3.5. Oh, I'm not doing it right. But anyway, that's the directions. I am not a mathematician. Just 10 gallons. Yeah, you could have put 2 rounded tablespoons of salt in there and raise the temperature to 84 for 7 to 10 days. Then you can gradually bring the water temperature down a couple degrees at a time, and I would do a 50% water change at the end of that week, and I would still add a tablespoon of water for a while. Let's see. Gina says, one of my male apistos have taken over watching the fry and has ran the female off to a corner, and I've never had that happen. Is that normal? Angelo says, yes, some species do that. And yeah, Gina, I have heard that when that happens, just go ahead and remove the female and let the male take care of them, because my angelfish ended up doing the same thing. The male wanted to take care of the babies and the female wanted to eat them. And it caused heartbreak in their relationship. All Night says to A Bears Aquatics, what is your fish illness? Disease treatment is my thing. Sherry Swinney, thanks Alt Night for taking care of that. Gina says, thanks Angelo, she was the one running him off. Don't know why it changed. A Bears Aquatic says, I'm not sure, Alt, just white fuzz, about half of the back of the guppy. CJ says 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. Okay. Thank you, CJ. I could not remember what the conversion was. So if we're doing a half a teaspoon per gallon, is that going to be? I don't want to do that. Y'all do that. Just keep even gallon aquariums. Like 5-gallon, 10-gallon, 15-gallon, 20-gallon. Apparently I can't spell. That's okay, Gina. I think we understood what you were saying. And also someone I sent a link to on the chart for recognizing fish illnesses and diseases, causes and treatments. Michael, some of your words I'm afraid to pronounce. Oh, but anyway, I hope y'all have been having a good Tuesday. I wanted to make this a fish room chat. We're dealing with some diseases. We're dealing with some different fish, like a beautiful flower horn and some beautiful guppies that Taylor has. Michael says, my daughter is playing with my new nanotank jar aquarium. I love it. Y'all, if y'all have not seen Michael's video, Michael, is that on YouTube or just on Facebook? Because that was hilarious. His bare bottom jar with his tang in it and his counter halogen light under his cabinet light for the light down in the jar. Dee says, been a great day, and I ordered my triops just now. Awesome! I didn't know you were getting triops. I missed that. Those are going to be so neat. Are you going to use them to feed your fish or just to raise as pets? Heather says that video is too funny. Yeah, Heather, I agree. Look how red you've made me. Oh, YouTube also. Y'all check out Freshwater Fish Freak's videos, that especially his jar. And he just did a product review on the Fluval. I forget what that light's called, but it's ran by a remote control. It's got a thunder effect in it, thunder and lightning. Bears Aquatics says, I lost, but she didn't show any signs. She just passed. Okay. The one you lost didn't have any external signs. Okay. How many more do you have in that aquarium? How many more guppies and other kind of fish, Eric, do you have? Look up Columnaris. I recently lost 8 guppies from it. Yeah, that's a parasite. Sherry says, glad you finally got them, Dee. Dee says, just to see if they hatch. If I can keep eggs after would be a big bonus. Thanks. Yeah, the triops and the I think that's the ones that I bought for my grandson. I bought him a kit, and I'm sorry, Cory cats are active, and I'm just watching them. I have 7 other adult guppies, 40 fry, and 6 Cory in that tank. 40 fry, okay. And that's a 10-gallon. I'm going to need you a larger tank soon, Eric, for those fry to grow out. And you might want to separate the fry as quickly as you can sex them to keep down your population, because I did. I had a colony in a 10-gallon. You know I did. And I changed it into a betta. There's 2 bettas in my 10-gallon. I have a divider in there from Life with Pets. And I do have that video also out on YouTube. You might want to check it out if you haven't seen it. Yeah, look up Columnaris, how to treat it, what some of the symptoms are. Bears Aquatics, all mine that died, never showed any signs, just every day a new dead fish. I'm so sad to hear that, but yeah, that happens. And you know, I have had 2 or 3 bouts with the camel anus worm, which is the red worm that has the tentacles that stick out of the anus of the fish, and it'll wipe out everything in the tank. But I treat it with levamisole, and I believe it's a 48 to 72 hour treatment. Then you take 2 weeks off and you do a second treatment. You do 2 weeks off and do a third treatment. And you sterilize everything. You sterilize your nets, your gravel backs, your buckets, your measuring cups, everything that touches that aquarium. And it's levamisole is a dewormer that is light sensitive, so you want to cover the aquarium for at least 48 hours before you do your big water change again. Okay, let me see. I also live bearer disease. I have 7 other adult guppy. Okay, we did that. Bears Aquatics. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take the endlers to the fish store and stick with Fancy and put the fry in 1 10-gallon and the 3 females in the other 10-gallon. Okay, Eric. The females are still gonna keep having babies for you. for up to 6 months at least, because some people said that their guppies have had babies up to, what was it, a year with no male. CJ says, glad to hear Henry is doing well, fat and sassy, eating all those snails. He really looks good, CJ. It makes me want to get a couple more so he has someone to swim with. It really does. Avaris Aquatics, if you have more tanks, make sure you don't cross-contaminate other tanks. Very good advice there, Alt. Avaris Aquatics, yeah, that's why I'm not moving anything between tanks right now. Yep, always quarantine, always sterilize. Funnily enough, my guppies got the red worms, but none died, and fixed it with levomycin. Awesome. Um, Mine had gone into a second bacterial infection because they didn't pass all of their dead worms. So I didn't treat with erythromycin the first and second time. And I lost a lot of fish, mostly females, gravid females that did not give birth. Lost a lot of fry that could have been born. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping my fish store stocked on guppies. LOL. Good. That's great. I'm known as the guppy lady here in my town. Fancy Tail Aquatics says, I've seen them up to 9 months in my cell phone females without males. Fancy Tail Aquatics. Good to have you in the house. Up to 9 months. Okay. Bears Aquatics says, if you've done so recently, I would treat all tanks as soon as possible. Yeah, I would agree with that, Alt. I know it gets expensive on the medication, but it's worth it in the long run. And you don't want to pass those guppies on to your local fish store until you know that they're clear of all parasite and infection. Unless you're being honest with him when you deliver them and let him know that you've been having parasite problems or fungus problems, something. Michael Aquarium said, go to the link to this channel, have a look, beautiful, beautiful fish, relaxing screensaver fish tank by Louis Nova. Thank you, Michael. Freshwater Fish Freak says, my pea puffers went on some bloodworms. It was so funny. Looked kind of like Lady and the Tramp, the way they go after the worms. That was funny. You should film that. That's cute. One Fancy had 50 fry last night, which I loaded a video a few minutes ago, and another is about to have hers, so I need another tank. LOL. I use plastic tubs with a heater and with a 5 to 10 watt heater and air stone, and I don't use them now because I let the fry grow up with the adults in the colony. But these little 3-gallon tubs from Walmart are not expensive. And I put, sometimes I put substrate, sometimes I didn't. And put a little 5 to 10 watt heater in here and a sponge filter. And keep the water changed daily, you know. And that's a good grow out tub. Lady in the Tramp. Alt Knight says, I would treat every tank. I had to do that with levomycin. That was a pain. Yep. But it's worth it in the long run. Yeah, I'm treating them for ick plus put in the salt and temperature at 84 like you suggested the other day, Susan. Yeah, but don't forget to look up Camellanus, like Alt said, and just use a dewormer. Well, I hope my camera focuses soon. But I know that Real Fish Talk was still on, I think, when excuse me, when I went live. And I don't know who wants to stream after me tonight. How much water? 50% daily. And the light that I used on the tub was a little table lamp. And I got green water and lots of algae, so I added ram's horn snails in there. The fry love the green water. The fry love the algae that grows on things. But don't let the tank crash. Keep it clean. And if it crashes, you'll lose all of your fry. Fancy Tail Aquatics says, for your information, in Louisville, Kentucky on April the 8th, dollar sale at Petco. Check your areas as it should be around there. Thank you, Fancy Tail Aquatics. Awesome. I'm going to make you mod Fancy Tail so that you can put any links in the chat. Okay? Alt says, I'm also getting a 6-foot by 2.5 by 2.5 with a 5-foot sump, 40 pounds of Cecal Matrix, FX6 canister filter, heaters, etc. for $2,000 second hand. Woo! Congratulations! A 6-foot. Have no idea how many gallons that is. A-Bears Aquatics. PetSmart has the dollar sale running till the 18th here. Eric, where are you from, sweetheart? Cecilia's Hobbies is in the house. Hey, Cecilia, so good to have you with us tonight. Yes, it's working now. My back end focus crystal clear. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. A-Bear says heat might be bad. Some bacterial infections like higher temps. Wow. Thanks for that information. Heather says, dogs are nudging my arms with their noses. They want their dinner. Was a fun stream. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate it, sweetheart. Appreciate your love and support. Check out Heather's Verano Aquatics on YouTube and check out the Verano Aquatics group on Facebook. I want to show everybody my apron. Okay? I have an apron for sale at Zazzle. Zazzles.com, SLC Aquatics store. And they always run great sales. And so I'm going to take us over there for a few minutes and show that to you. And I'll let you realize that I have an apron. I believe it's a taupe color and white and yellow. And it sells for $21.95. But right now it's 15% off with Card Sweet Zaz as your code at checkout. So it comes in khaki and yellow and in white. So it'll be $18.66 with 15% off, but you have to use the code CardSweetZaz at checkout. Okay? Also, I have a polo shirt that people, if you don't want my logo right in the middle of your chest, it's up here on the left shoulder. And it comes in several different colors. It's $19.95. It's a nice polo button-up, 3-button polo shirt. And it's on sale for 15% off right now. So it would be $16.96 with the Card Sweet Zaz code at checkout. Also, it comes in a gray color, and it has other dark colors. This is a black. This is a green, forest green. This is a maroon, a navy, and a red, and a royal blue. So that's my product at Zazzle.com. coming back to you. So support SLC Aquatics by purchasing some of my merchandise, or go to my Patreon account. All of that is in the description when this video posts. No dollar a gallon sales in Canada. Whole different ball game. If you are nice tanks here, be assured it was expensive. Yep. Almost 300 gallons, Alt said. That's awesome. Congratulations. I can't wait to see what you stock it with. A Bear says, I'm in South Carolina. I got 4 Cory for $2 each today. Did you put them in quarantine? They need to be in a separate quarantine tank. To make sure you don't reintroduce any bugs into your aquarium. Cecilia says, thank you, Susan. I'm fighting the flu right now. I'm sorry, Cecilia. I know I had it at Christmas time, and I know every strain of flu is different. You know, my love and my prayers are with you for healing. Michael says, Susan, you went live earlier the usual night. Michael, it's the same time, but we had time change on Sunday. We spring forward an hour in spring, and in the fall we go back an hour. So I'm not an hour early to the United States people, except for those who don't change their time, like Arizona. It's still 6 p.m. Central, so you have to make the adjustments. Michael. Sherry says, nice stream, Susan. Bye, everyone. Have a nice week. See you, Sherry. Thanks for dropping in and being with us tonight. I just got over being on death's door with the man flu. LOL. Yes, I'm glad you got over it, but please, take care of yourself for the next couple weeks, building your immune system so you don't have a second attack. KP Aquariums. Hey, Cory. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm getting ready to log off, sweetheart. 7 more minutes. I'm planning on keeping 1 Jack Dempsey, 2 Oscars, and 2 blood parrots, and 1 several. Y'all are making me cichlid hungry. Those are going to be some beautiful fish. Mr. B's Fishing Thing says, thanks for the info and chat. You're welcome, Mr. B's. Was nice to listen to while I edit videos. See you all again soon. Thank you, Mr. B. And feel better, Cecilia, and glad Alt is feeling better. Someone came into my store that got a free 10-foot by 3 by 3 foot with a sump, etc. for free. How did I miss that? Oh my goodness, I know you. That's awful. Thank you for the love and prayer, Susan. You're welcome, Cecilia. A Bears Aquatics says, wow, I wish I could get deals like that, Alt, but no one here is selling any aquarium stuff secondhand. Yay, Eric, I watch Facebook Market. I also watch Let Go, Offer Up. I don't do, what's that other one? Those are the only ones I do. And there's a few swap groups on Facebook that I am a member of here in my local area as well. And Eric, on Facebook, you can always go to different fish groups, put what you're looking for on there, and believe me, if they're local, they will come out and let you know what they have to offer and help you out. Okay, so didn't know that. Now I know. That's right, Michael, and you're not the first person to say something, sweetheart. Alt Knight said, A Bears Aquatics. Normally in Australia things are so expensive, like $100. for a secondhand 10-gallon tank. Oh, that's awful. But thank you everyone for being with me tonight. Susan for SLC Aquatics. I'll see you all next week. There's some great things going on behind the scenes, and I will be sharing them with you soon. And everyone stay healthy and happy and enjoy your fish. Love you.